Oh! Movsar Evloev is out of his fight against Aaron Pico at UFC Abu Dhabi. Sean Strickland has been officially suspended by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and Conor McGregor's apparently got a gigantic Irish member. So let's begin with Exhibit A. Aaron Pico, quote, pretty disappointed Movsar Evloev dropped out of their fight at UFC Abu Dhabi. Well, you know, Aaron, first of all, what I'm disappointed with, let me get Tapology up real quick. Let me tell you what I'm disappointed with, Aaron Pico. You have got a multitude of options here who would be more than happy to step in on short notice. In my opinion, it should have been Lerone Murphy fighting Movsar in the first place, so what's Lerone Murphy doing? What's Yair Rodriguez doing? What's Yusuf Zalal doing? I'm sure he's up for a co-main event. That dude's been dying for a big opportunity, and we still have a week out till fight night. So we have time to do this. Aaron Pico just doesn't want to lose his title eliminator, so he's going to wait for Movsar, which is really risky because he's assuming outside this fight that he's still going to get a title eliminator. You got Lerone Murphy, who's on an 8-fight winning streak. If he gets another dub, that changes the Aaron Pico situation. That changes everyone's situation. Jean Silva is about to fight Diego Lopez, and Jean Silva looks unstoppable. So if he goes in there in his first main event slot and starches Diego Lopez in a 5-rounder, he's going to get a chance to call for his own title shot, and it's going to be hard to argue with him. Not only because he looks like Bizarro Volkanovski, but he's made virtually everyone he's fought look easy. 5 UFC fights, 5 finishes, and I just noticed this. You look at the Contender Series and you go, okay, somebody fought him to decision, so there is some level of human to Jean Silva, but let's take a look and see what Kevin Vallejos has been up to since that defeat. He came back from the Contender Series 3 months later to defend his undisputed Samurai Fight House belt, gets a 3rd round finish, and then follows it up with a 4th title defense against an undefeated prospect, finishes that dude even faster, so make that one make sense. Then he gets a 2nd chance at the Contender Series against another undefeated prospect, boom, finish number 3, and then caps it off with a 1st round finish in his UFC debut. Oh, and by the way, he's 23 years old, so that is the kind of prodigy-esque fighter that takes Jean Silva to a decision. And I'm telling you right now, if Aaron Pico doesn't fight somebody with half a name in placement of Movsar, and if Jean Silva goes in there and starches Diego Lopez, Aaron Pico might have to start from the bottom like everybody else. It's been almost exactly a calendar year since Arnold Allen fought Yair Rodriguez. Bro, what are you doing? Rodriguez Pico would be an exciting fight, and if I was Lerone Murphy, I'd be trying to step in right about now. His name has been mentioned in 0 title conversations, and after that Apex stinker he put us all through, he could get a lot of our respect back by getting rid of stupid mini Bo Nickel. And also, it's like, dude, you're 33 years old. I know it worked for Leon Edwards, but welterweights have a little bit more leeway in that department. Regardless, this seems like a very risky move by Aaron Pico. Like, according to this article, short notice replacement isn't even a part of the mindset. This dude is gonna wait for Movsar. It says Pico hinted at rebooking the fight against Evloev at UFC 319, which takes place 3 weeks later on August 16th. Now that is completely assuming that whatever's going on with Movsar is going to heal up by then, and that's not a guarantee because deeper in this article, it says Evloev also hasn't acknowledged his withdrawal from the card or what exactly happened to force him to drop out of the fight with Pico. He hasn't even talked about it yet. It is complete speculation beyond what Dana might have told Aaron Pico behind the scenes that Evloev versus Pico is going to be able to go down at UFC 319 or anytime this year. I guess in his mind, the risk of not getting the Movsar fight at all is worth the reward of being able to jump the entire roster. And honestly, if Silva versus Lopez wasn't going down, that would probably be smart. But I'm telling you right now, if some BMF shit goes down between Jean Silva and Diego Lopez, it's going to be hard to deny the winner a title shot, especially if Movsar's tummy still hurts. There are no guarantees for Aaron Pico until either Movsar comes out and says that he intends to fight Pico in August, or if Dana announces it officially. Also, I'd like to give a ha-ha to Abu Dhabi. Y'all want to be UFC fans? Well, welcome to the UFC. Whitaker versus DeRitter lost its featherweight title eliminator, and the hype train is too posh to accept a replacement. Ha, motherfucking ha, bitch. Also, a lot of these fighters just now started their weight cuts. We got a week left for something else to go wrong, so buckle up, Abu Dhabi. That fight night might end up looking like a fight night after all, but enough with all that. Let's get on to Sean Strickland. So he has apparently been suspended by the Nevada State Athletic Commission after he f***ed somebody up at Tough Enough. Sean Strickland is facing punishment from the Nevada State Athletic Commission after he rushed into the cage and attacked a fighter during a Tough Enough event in Las Vegas. Jesus Christ. Strickland was hit with a temporary suspension. Is there a video or just pictures? I went to see video. What, this happened 2 weeks ago? What are we doing? A little late there, eh? In MMAfighting.com. Well, okay, I guess the suspension, maybe the suspension is what happened now, but this happened 2 weeks ago, so let's see what went down. All right, they're brawling. They're brawling. Sean Strickland's looking fat. They're both gassed out, but they're still swinging. What's his name's got a guillotine. Oh shit, Dreadlocks has a guillotine. It's over. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, well, he didn't really do anything. He punched him once and then backed away. Hold on a second. Oof. Well, in all fairness, Luis Hernandez asked for it. I thought he just did the hump, but he actually did the in your face thing. Oh, what? Okay. Hold on a second, Luis. What a douchebag. How are you gonna off to the dude's coaches, right? And then you go in for the glove touch to your opponent. The opponent, which for some reason is cool with that. If I was the opponent, you'd think that he would be more aggravated with Luis Hernandez going in for a glove touch after disrespecting his coaches. But Miles Hunsinger's a class act, but Chris Curtis and Sean Strickland were not happy about it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Man Tits and Urkel coming in to you up. That's actually scary. That's terrifying for real. Sean Strickland and Chris Curtis coming at you at the same time. See, but this is the problem. This is why I wonder if this might have been staged. I don't know why it would have been staged. It seems like there's no reason for it to have been. But right here, Chris Curtis has a perfect opportunity to land a couple good ones. Sean Strickland comes in and security does the worst job of preventing him from physically assaulting Luis Hernandez. He hits him, barely hits him, and then just backs away. He might have actually realized he was making a really big mistake. Doesn't matter. Once you throw the first punch, you've thrown the first punch, you're gonna get in trouble for it. You might as well keep punching him, eh? Dude, Miles Hunsinger is a classy man. Miles Hunsinger is the classiest dude possibly in the sport. He just stood there and went, well, shit. I didn't think this was gonna... He has no aggression towards this dude whatsoever. Yeah, either way, Luis Hernandez is really lucky Sean decided to step away. I don't think a single punch Sean threw landed, but even though Luis Hernandez didn't press charges or anything like that, the Nevada State Athletic Commission is deciding to institute their own punishment. So now we're back to the article. Sean Strickland is facing punishment from the Nevada State Athletic Commission when he rushed into the cage and attacked a fighter during a Tough Enough event. Strickland was hit with a temporary suspension, and that is expected to be extended at least until the commission hearing, which is scheduled for Wednesday. As long as Strickland remains suspended, he is unable to compete in the UFC. Well, by the looks of those boobies I saw, it doesn't look like Sean Strickland was going to be competing in the UFC anyway, at least not for a month or so, but the article continues. Although his full punishment won't be decided until a later date, I'm assuming at least a 6-month suspension for this. I mean, fair play, the guy he punched was a but you still can't hurt somebody because you're mad about what they said or the gestures they were making. Also, Sean, you're already on thin ice because of your mouth. The UFC Illuminati does not take kindly to independent thought, and I can easily see a scenario where they use this incident to make an example of you. I mean, on so many levels, this was a stupid thing to do, and aside from that, you're teammate, who just took his second consecutive loss after a 3-year layoff, is clearly more in need of your support than he is angry at stupid Pablo over here emoting. Why you decided to make this about you when Miles is doing nothing but act professional is beyond me. I just hope the Nevada State Athletic Commission doesn't bring the hammer down too hard on him. We do not need another Nick Diaz. So with that, It's time to see McGregor's stupid Irish wiener. Conor McGregor directly addresses nude leak distraction after Azalea Banks post. Conor McGregor has made a defiant response to rapper Azalea Banks, who seemingly shared several explicit photos of the Irish MMA fighter after accusing him of sexual harassment. That's a shocker. Don't let them distract you with my giant while they rob our country blind. McGregor posted on X Tuesday in an apparent response to Banks. In an X post that has since been taken down by the platform, Banks included a pair of screenshots of messages allegedly from McGregor that include photos of him fully naked posing in front of a mirror. The screenshots are part of Banks' alleged DM chat with McGregor on X. Alright, let's see it. Oh, hang on, the article goes on. How you gonna send a bitch some crooked dick pics, then threaten her not to tell? At the notorious MMA, N-word, do you know who the I am? This is haram. I don't know what that means. She also added, like, how are you really gonna sexually harass me with a potato farmer dick, then threaten me not to tell? Honey, ain't you trying to be the president of Ireland? What is it giving, fam? Use some sunscreen. Damn. McGregor, the former welterweight and lightweight What? McGregor, the apparent former welterweight and lightweight champion of the UFC, f***ing New York Post, get your shit together, appears to be unbothered by the drama surrounding him. The 37-year-old announced in March that he would be running for the Irish presidency on a primarily anti-immigration platform, although McGregor will reportedly be unlikely to get his name on the ballot for the November 11th election. Sad ski. Alright, well, the New York Post doesn't fact check and it shows blurry pictures, so here we go. We're gonna go wherever we need to go to find this thing. Here it is. Yep. Come on, show it to me. I just want to look. I want to see it one time and that's it. Ew. Oh. Oh my God. How do I describe that? How do I describe what I just witnessed? First of all, call me uncultured, but I was not expecting an uncut gentleman. When you see uncircumcised in porn, it's usually a quick skip, but that was just unsettling. He has an unsettling I don't think I'm capable of describing it better than Azalea Banks did. Just a big old weird looking uncircumcised farmer's like we thought the end of the L's was gonna be his broken leg, but I don't think anybody expected his awful uncircumcised Jimmy to be the top story in the New York Post, along with all type other goofy shit. Are we really about to let this guy fight at the White House? This would be a perfect guy to fight at the White House. Shit, we might have the notorious wiener guy and the notorious drunk driving, wife beating sociopath on the same card. You might as well put the national anthem on repeat the whole night.